if you get rid of music education, we have nothing. We, as the younger generation, require something of creativity and something of fulfillment. And when you get rid of something like that, you block out the half of today's society, because all of us are artists. All of us are writers, dancers, singers, musicians, choreographers, whatever you are. I think if we truly keep in our school systems, you'll see a major difference.
Thank you for joining us for the second annual Draylen Mason Fellows Program Capstone performance.
We're excited to share with you hard work of 10 months on Facebook and Instagram.
Some of us got to know and perform with Draylen.
For those of you who didn't, Dre wasn't just a musician.
He was an artist. He was an activist.
He was a son, a friend, a grandson.
A creator, a thinker, a comedian, and a visionary.
He was a believer in the audacious and in leaping first before looking.
They always did deep trust in others and knew that they would rise to the occasion.
The way that Draylen lived serves as a model of how we approach the program.
And while COVID-19 made things harder, we bonded and grew closer and stronger. My name is PATRICIO Lopez Castro, and I am a Draylen Mason Fellow.
My name is NA-YEON Kim, and I'm a Draylen Mason Fellow.
My name is PAOLA Dominguez, and I am a Draylen Mason Fellow.
My name is POLARON, POSADAS, and I'm a Draylen Mason Fellow.
My name is Samuel Olmos, and I was a close friend of Draylen Mason.
My name is AZARIA Hernandez, and I am a Draylen Mason Fellow.
My name is ADELYNE, and I am a Draylen Mason Fellow.
My name is DANIELA Santiago Martinez, and I am a Draylen Mason Fellow.
My name is ZENYDA, and I am a Draylen Mason Fellow.
My name is Cristal Martinez Perez, and I'm a Draylen Mason Fellow.
El Inmigrante is about what Eden Munoz, the lead singer, went through when he was crossing the border. He starts off by explaining that he crossed so he can help his family get out of poverty and so that his kids can have a better future. This song relates to me because most of my community has gone through this. My parents came as teenagers because they wanted me to have a better life than they were having back home.
Apenas tenía 17 cuando crucé la frontera. Se lo prometí a mi viejecita sacarla de la pobreza. Me quemaban las noches de frío, por poquito me ahogaba en el río. Y a aquellos que sufrieron lo mismo, les dedico este corrido. Soy uno de tantos mexicanos que trabajan día con día para darle futuro a mis hijos y ayudar a mi familia. Como extraño mi rancho querido, mis amigos que no los olvido y a mis viejos que hace varios años que no los he visto. Piensan que porque brinqué la línea soy un narcotraficante. Ya basta de mil humillaciones nomás por ser inmigrante. Estoy cantando por toda mi gente. No lo olviden, téngalo presente. Que aquellos a los que no querían, hoy los hacen presidentes.
They wanted me to go to college, be successful in life because both of my parents didn't have a chance to make it to middle school because they were working at just 7 years old to survive. Just like in the song, my parents also wanted to get their family out of poverty, so they also came here for them. This song was created for all the immigrants to remind them that they are not criminals.
Y las cosas que yo he conseguido con esfuerzo me he ganado. Y al que se fue para el otro lado y dejó en su país su pasado, ¿quién pensaba de aquel el muchachito y miren que ha logrado. Nos han prometido tantas cosas y no nos han dado nada. Igualdad, respeto y tolerancia es lo que pide mi raza. Estoy cantando por toda mi gente. No lo olviden, téngalo presente. Y aquellos a los que no querían, hoy los hacen presidentes.
Hi, my name is NA-YEON, and I'd like to share my story with you guys.
I'll be playing Bougueray number 1 and 2 from Bach's Third Cello Suite. This piece holds great meaning to me because I used it to get into college to study music, and that's something I never thought would be possible. However, with the support of my dedicated teachers, my parents, Austin Soundwaves, and the MFP, I was able to take the necessary steps to begin my career as a double bassist.
Hello, my name is PAOLA Dominguez, and the day of today I want to start off by saying that bullying and racial discrimination are both two factors that make up our world a disgusting place to live in nowadays. To begin, bullying, that's something that causes thousands of people to just lead up in depression, lead up in suicidal thoughts, and even suicidal attempts. Second, racial discrimination stands for a barrier that exists in many communities, not just in the United States, but throughout the whole world. Many of those people in those communities can't overcome that barrier, meaning that they give up on their dreams and on their life goals just because they think that they're in a certain race and they have a certain color that can't accomplish anything in life, which is not true. Both of these actions lead me to ask myself one thing at the end of the day. Why try and defeat the people around you when everyone was born for greatness? Now, Draylen would have wanted to see a change in society. So why not take the decision now? Let's be that light in the middle of the darkness to make this world a better society for our future generations to live in. Together we are stronger. Together as a community, we can make things accomplished. We could get things accomplished. So let's take that decision now and let's try and make this society a better place to live. Thank you.
united around the edges of the world, pushed back by those who are not the same, by those hoping to tip us off into a universe of space where no sound is to be heard.
I used to draw maps when I was a kid, of places I'd make up inside my own head. I spent 17 years inside the same house, and here I am now. But let me tell you the truth, I'm new here. I spent ages trying to arrive, and now at the edge of everything changing, I sometimes wish even more could have. 17 years, I'm just a blank slate. I'll take advanced classes, I'll get good grades. Too many programs to count on one hand, the only Asian in my old elementary school. Of course I was the smart kid, that's what everyone sees. That's how I'm defined. Sometimes I feel I'd like to lose myself and find me again. I'd like to run, to move, to drift somewhere, full of hope and wonder where I could feel alive, which is ironic since I don't know how to drive. My timeline's all messed up, I think. A built-up world that I match with my words, and a picture of me my parents drew in ink. Nothing about it feels real to me. But there's no time for feeling here, it's not logical. Don't confront it, just go. But in reality, my emotions were a part of me, and I was so much more expressive than I had a right to. I just couldn't figure out the right way to put it all. In an existence so mechanical, I dreamed of possibility. I was drawn to the infinite. Now there are certain expectations you've got to live up to. There's one sure proven life you have to live to survive. You've got to do computer science. You've got to go to MIT. You typed all my emails out for me. And who was I to know who I was? I was always left too busy catching up to find out. Meanwhile, I was making it up as I went along. So much progress I made in just the last several months. I'm farther away from you than I've ever been. I diverted my path to music before it was too late. I'm awkward and shy and just a huge bore. I can barely talk to people, much less make friends. I never had the experiences most teens had. I don't feel free to do the things that I want. Don't you get it? That's all pushed on you. That's the presentation, not the core. You can start over. That's what you did. Online, you're a whole new person. That's where you found your passions, your hobbies, your own communities. There, you're no loner, you're a leader. That was the beginning of where you learned who you were, and how to become me. Yet it's so difficult living through this. I feel typecast. I'm not some sheltered academic. I never felt at home doing pure science and math, no matter how much it surrounded every part of my life. I always saw in me the wild artist, the free agent of change. Why does nobody see that? Why can't I make them see it? You are the shadow everyone sees first, the skin I played into all my life. An identity crafted by jumping through hoops, one that never satisfied my deeper personality. And now you bleed into everything I do, my words, my movements, my decisions. But isn't this where it all changes? But shadows keep following behind. In time you will fade, but when everyone looks at you and sees one thing, and you look at yourself and you see another, it takes a process to figure out who you really are. It takes creating a whole new world for yourself. Maybe that's what I wanted all along. I am anchored to this part of your life, to the people you know, to the things you did, to the places you dwelled in. Look past it all. I am not permanent. What do you know of yourself? If I know a few things now, here's what I know. The journey is just as important as the result. You can only be yourself if you ignore expectations, and uncertainty can be a guiding light. I'm stepping into the world on my terms alone. All that came before was but a shadow, and here we are now. I've got maps of places made up inside my own head, and the roads are wide open and I don't know where they go. That's what life is. It's time to live it for the very first time.
Cruzando las dunas, dejando oportunidades vaciadas de tu tierra, de tu casa, de la tuya, la nueva promesa, tu música, el deseo, tu canción. Querías las estrellas, querías la luna, fue en el sol que pavitaste el camino por el que corres. Haz un agujero en tu corazón para aliviar la presión. La piel caliente se enfría, era audaz y bendecida. Querías las estrellas, la luna, pavitaste el camino por el que podía correr. Tu cara es eterna, tu nombre es refugio, pero pavitaste en soledad. Encontraré las estrellas para ti, te atraparé en la luna y nos sentaremos juntas en la luz del sol.
Hi, my name's ZENYDA still, and this is my story. I belong to two races, and sometimes I'm confused about my identity. I let society dictate so many things in my life, including the way I should act and the way I wear my hair. I'm half black and half Puerto Rican. My dad is from St. Thomas and my mom is from Puerto Rico. But I grew up in a mainly Hispanic household, and at one point in my life, I felt forced to choose a side that I knew best. But even though I chose a side, I was still conflicted. Being of two races, it was hard to find a place where I felt welcomed. Being on my mom's side of the family, I started to embrace that I was only Puerto Rican, and I lost touch of half of who I was. Nicknames like Negra and Negrita started to sound more normal everywhere I went. I never really took notice of what it meant until I got older and started to understand the meaning behind it. I wasn't of their complexion, and that's how they pointed it out. I knew it wasn't their intention to cast me out, but it still stung. In the past, I started to believe all the stereotypes that people made about black people. That they're ghetto, and that they don't know how to act in public, and that they don't have respect. That's until high school changed things. I became friends with people I never thought I would be friends with. I didn't care what race they were. But like every high school, there's cliques, and usually cliques are based on race. I never felt Hispanic enough for my Hispanic friends, or black enough for my black friends. Again, I chose the same side, and left a piece of me behind. When everyone asked me what I was racially, I would respond with, I'm Puerto Rican. And I'd usually get the reaction of, that's it? And I would say, yeah. The truth is, I was scared of what others would think of me. This started to take a toll on the way I presented myself. I started to put so much chemicals in my hair to keep it straight. It was like I was trying to hide every curl to make sure no one knew who I really was. Eventually, I started to accept myself and dig deeper into my culture and experience my other half. I found the balance between the two, and I'm proud to say that I am Black and I'm Puerto Rican. In the process of doing that, I stopped putting perms in my hair, and I grew it out to embrace who I was entirely. The curls I once tried to hide are now part of the story I tell today. Hi, my name is ZENYDA STEELE, and that is my story. Thank you.
I am alive, I am awake, I am aware of what life tastes like. The curtains drawn, the table set. I wanna be it, mother. It's bittersweet, it's poetry, the careful pruning of my dead leaves. It's holy ground, a treasure chest. I'm on my knees and only scratch the surface. Like fists unraveling, like glass unshattering. We're breaking all the rules, we're breaking bread again. We're swallowing the light till we're fixed from the inside. Out of the woods, out of the dark, I'm well aware of the shadows in my heart. I wanna feel tectonic shift. I wanna be astonished. I wanna be astonished. To fists unraveling, to glass I'm shedding. We're breaking all the rules, to breaking bread again. Swallowing life, swallowing the pride. Raise our glass till we're fixed from the inside. Till we're fixed from the inside. One nothing less than a work in progress. Sacred text all posted notes. We only speak the world in pieces. Let's make a map of what matters most. Where every fracture is a running river, leading us back to our golden to fists unraveling, to glass unshattering, to breaking all the rules, to breaking bread again. To swallowing light, to swallowing the pride. Let's raise our glass till we're fixed from the inside. Till we're fixed from the inside.
In light of the current situation, we want to read an excerpt from an essay Draylen wrote as an 8th grader. The subject was racial profiling.
Have you ever been judged because of the color of your skin? Or have you felt like the world didn't accept you because of your ethnic background?
What can be done to make a difference?
First thing we need to change is our attitude.
Racial profiling in America is one that needs to be addressed by the government and society. If we ever want America to truly be the land of the free, we need to curb racial stereotypes and perceptions of people based on their skin color.
As a young African American male, I am afraid that I will be judged by what you see and not the potential of who I can be.
In the words of Martin Luther King, I want the opportunity to live in a country where I am not judged by my skin, but by the content of my character.
From all the Draylen Mason Fellows, be aware of your surroundings, your voice, your potential, and your safety.